What up, y'all? On today's episode of The Drop, we're going to be talking about my thoughts on new music news, the 2018 American Music Awards, the 2018 BET Hip Hop Awards, and new projects from Usher, Quavo, Summer Walker, and Marie, Future, and Juice WRLD, and more. Are y'all ready? It's lit.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no.
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy Bright here, the R&B Kid, and you're tuned into another episode of On the Bright Side. But if this is your first time on my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing, because on this channel I talk all things music and entertainment while keeping it real, but always trying to find the bright side of everything, alright? And after you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell next to it so you can get the post notifications. So every time I post a new video, you're gonna see it. Alright, y'all, so like I said, this is going to be another episode of The Drop. This is going to be episode 10 of The Drop. For those of you who are new to my channel, The Drop is a segment I do on my channel where I pretty much do a roundup of my thoughts on new music news and a bunch of new projects that I've dropped that I don't want to really dedicate a whole video to. So let's try and get into it. I'm trying to be quick. We got a lot to cover. I know I've been uploading a while. I'm sorry, y'all. As usual, work and grad school is kicking my ass. But I'm trying to hang in there and create this content for y'all. So y'all ready to get into it? Let's do it. Alright, first off, covering some new music news. Well, this is not really new because this happened a few weeks ago. But now with Maroon 5's song Girl Like You, Cardi B now has her third #1 song on the Hot 100, extending her record further for being the female rapper with the most amount of #1s on the Hot 100. She already set the record with her having her second #1 with I Like It, but now she has a third with this new song with Maroon 5. And I just had to mention this because this is a really important achievement, not only for rap, but also just for, I mean, not only for female rap, but just really for rap in general. To have Cardi B being the first female rapper to have 3 #1 songs, and mind you, in the span of like 2 years, is an amazing achievement. She is not lead on the Maroon 5 song. She's just a feature, but I still think it's an amazing achievement. And 2 of those songs are her songs. She could have really got that achievement done with all features, but she really did it with 2 of her own songs and 1 feature. So that's an amazing achievement. And speaking of Cardi B, really quickly, I'm not gonna do reaction for y'all, but she did just drop her new song called Money. It was actually leaked. It was supposed to come out on Thursday, but it was leaked yesterday on Tuesday. So the track is pretty cool. I think I need to listen to it more to really get into it. The beat's fire. Her flow is like her usual flow. It sounds like a Migos triplet flow. It's like her usual shit. But the song, I feel like it has potential to really grow into being really something big. It's cool for what it is. The beat, like I said, the beat's fire. She ain't talking about nothing new. She's just talking about how she loves money, how she loves her baby culture. She had some really weird lines in there. She's talking about Wakanda Forever in one of the lines, and then she was talking about she has some like really weird lines in the song, but the vibe of the track was really cool. So definitely go check it out. And if y'all heard it, let me know what y'all think about it down below. And moving on to another person who's been breaking records left and right in 2018, as I've been mentioning both of them in a lot of my drop episodes this whole year. Drake, another episode Drake is broken now. I think in this past week with his song with Bad Bunny, Mia, going, I think hitting 5 on the Hot 100. He now has I think he's now the artist with the most amount of top 10s on the Hot 100 in a single year. He beat out the Beatles, who I think had like 12 top 10s back in 1964. So now I think now Drake has like 13 top 10s this year. And not surprising. It's honestly really not that great of an achievement when you think about the fact that Drake really just has like a monopoly over the industry right now. Like he's on everybody's songs. Everything he does just like goes to #1. So in my opinion, like in this streaming era, it's not really that impressive of an achievement, but you still gotta, shout out Drake. You still gotta, give your, tip your hat off to Drake for this achievement. He's had 13 songs hit the top 10 this year, and we're only in October. It's not even the end of the year yet. So that's, and Lord knows by the end of the year, he's probably still gonna have way more. So definitely had to mention that. Drake just been killing all 2018, man. He's just been killing all 2018. I don't know what else to say about it. Shout out to Drake. Damn. Alright, for anybody who was curious, I just also want to quickly give my thoughts on Mr. Kanye West. This is kind of a few weeks old now, but back in early, I think it was like late September, early October. I think it was late September. Kanye West had a slot on SNL where he performed I Love It, his song with Lil Pump. Amazing beat, trash song. He performed with Lil Pump as I think he was like the Fiji bottle. Was it Perrier bottle? I think I don't know. One was a Perrier bottle, and one was a Fiji water bottle. They looked dumb as fuck. And after that performance, I'm not sure who went first. I think that performance went first, and then after that, he also had a performance with Tiana Taylor where they performed their songs "We Got Love," which is a great song, and that was actually a cool performance. A little bit dry, but it was a cool performance. But after that, it wasn't televised, but he ended up, it was surfaced online that he had a whole rant on the SNL platform, the SNL stage, talking about his love for Donald Trump and just all his thoughts about kind of feeling boxed in and like picked on by like his peers in the industry and just people in general these days. And that was really interesting to see. I thought it was gonna be the end of it for Kanye West when it came to that. And then after that, we had it surfaced that Kanye West met Donald Trump in the Oval Office in the White House, and you guys all saw it. He was talking about a bunch of different shit. I'm not gonna break everything that they were talking about down, but I just wanted to quickly say that it's getting to a point now with Kanye West. If you remember, I did a video back in May talking about my thoughts on how Kanye West was just kind of handling himself in the media, along with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. I'll probably put the card for the video up here, so go check out that video. And back in May, I had a somewhat of a different mindset in terms of Kanye West, and I was really kind of like, I didn't think it was that serious, but now I think we're at a point where I'm really like, I'm not offended, but I really feel sad by what we're seeing Kanye West kind of spew out into the media, especially as a black man who's been a role model to so many people in my generation and in other generations. So he says his own generation, my generation, probably future generations. His impact in music and media and culture has meant so much. So it's really sad to see this man kind of in the position he's putting himself in right now. But I'm just gonna say, I'm not even mad at Kanye at this point. If anybody wants to come in my comments, or if anybody is in a mindset where you're mad at Kanye, I think we just need to let go of that anger at this point. After seeing what he did visiting Trump in the White House and what they talked about and how his behavior and all that stuff, like his erraticness, his really flawed mental state and his really flawed mindset and the way he's thinking about a lot of things, I just feel sorry for this man. I'm not even mad at him anymore. I just feel sorry for him. I really feel sorry for Mr. West. And I just want to extend an olive branch to you all to kind of think about that, and I hope you guys feel the same way. I'm not mad at him anymore. I am my brother's keeper, and I really look at Kanye as someone who's just lost right now, and he is just looking for attention. And unfortunately, because with the platform that he has and with his imbalance right now, apparently he's not on his meds, and he's just kind of in a weird space in music. And I feel like a lot of people have distanced themselves from him. He's just really lost, and he's looking for attention right now. And I feel like all his latest antics on SNL with Trump, they're just ways of getting attention from the people that he wants it from, his peers, his fans, the world at large. And I will not give into the attention that he wants and the way he wants it. I'm going to continue to check for whatever his music will give to us, thematically, conceptually, musically, sonically, but in terms of his antics, I'm not going to pay attention to it anymore, because that's only going to keep feeding into his nonsense. So Mr. West, I feel sorry for you. I hope you get better. I hope you just continue to do better, and that's all I can say about that. Alright, so I just want to quickly talk about the 2018 American Music Awards. I didn't really catch the beginning of the show because I was in class, but when I came home that day, I did catch the end of it, like the middle to the end of it. And I have to say, surprisingly, I actually really, from what I saw from the clips later from the beginning of the show, and from what I actually did see when I came home that night, I actually really did enjoy the American Music Awards. Like, the American Music Awards are pretty much one of the driest award shows all year, along with the Billboard Music Awards. I really look forward to the Grammys, the BET Awards, the Soul Train Awards, and maybe in the past the VMAs, but not recently. But the American Music Awards this year was actually really on point. I gotta admit, the performances were on point. The awards were trash. That's what we gotta talk about. The awards were trash themselves, but the actual show, the performances and all that was actually really on point. So I didn't catch Taylor Swift opening the show with "I Did Something Bad." I heard it was I didn't go back and watch that clip because I don't really care. I didn't catch 21 Pilots performing "Jumpsuit." I did see Mariah Carey performing "With You" later on, and I have to say, these Mariah Carey songs, man, dry as hell. I'm looking forward to the album Caution when it comes out next month, but Mariah Carey, I'm just not feeling these new songs. And her performance at the American Music Awards was so dry, man. Like, she sounded alright, she sounded cool, but it's just like, man, Mariah Carey, I'm gonna need you to move. Like, just move a limb, move something. Like, you're a veteran at this point. I know you're a veteran, so you think you're cute, you can just stand on stage and it's all good, but it's like, no, Mariah, move and perform your damn song. Like, people are not gonna buy your shit if you just want to stand there and be like, I'm Mariah, I don't have to move and perform. So her performance is dry, but like I said, I'm looking forward to the album. So I'll talk about that when it comes out. I didn't really watch Shawn Mendes and Zed's performance of Lost in Japan, but I like that song. I like the original version better, way better than the Zed version. White America, y'all are trash because y'all ignored Lost in Japan, and then all of a sudden when Zed put a little EDM remix on it, that's when y'all wanted to pay attention to it, so y'all are trash. No offense, but the original version of that song, which is R&B, is way better. Go listen to it if you haven't heard it already. LMA, they gave her a little slot to perform Boot Up. It was cute. Like I said before, my LMA reaction review, if you've not checked that video, I'll go check it out. I'll probably put the card up right here. LMA does need to work on her performance. Like, she is still a little bit dry in terms of performing, but she's a new artist, so she got all the time in the world. Continue to do your thing, LMA. The album is bomb. I love the album, and yeah, her performance was cool, not bad. She could work on not being as dry, but it was cute for what it was. Now to the performance of the night, in my opinion, or probably like the second best performance of the night in my opinion. Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin performing. I like it. Amazing, amazing. When I'm telling y'all, seeing Cardi B come into her own right now in terms of just being a stage blazer is just like amazing to witness. We're literally seeing, I'm not gonna say an MC because that's a different conversation, but we're seeing a performer blossom in front of our eyes. Like, yo, mama killed it. Like, when she was on that rolling thing, and then she came up and she was performing like, with a bachata or whatever. She was performing all these like salsa or whatever. She was performing that shit with this dancer, and then like Bad Bunny came on a little gold shopping cart, and J Balvin was doing his thing. The whole set was just expensive. You could tell they took their time to create that set. They took their time to rehearse because everything was just on point. Cardi B's stage presence was out of this world, and I'm just so proud of her she's really coming up into her own, man. Like, I can't believe it. So shout out to Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin for that performance. It was amazing. I like it. It's still a bop. After that, we had Halsey, Khalid, and Benny Blanco perform Eastside. That performance was cool, not bad. I love that song, Eastside. I love that song. It was cool. I like the performance because it was different. Like, it was like a casual setting in a living room. It was cool for what it was. I appreciated it. So shout out to them for that song performance. I didn't watch Post Malone and Ty Dolla Sign's performance of Better Now and Psycho. I didn't really watch that, but shout out to them. Dua Lipa, I didn't watch her performance, but I saw little clips of it. It looked like it was cool. I really love this set. I love the whole EDM, like, like ultraviolet, like, like that whole like blue light vibe was cool. J-Lo performed a song called Limitless. I think it's part of some movie, I think. As usual, J-Lo didn't really need to be there acting like she's like some type of like vocal goddess now, but the performance was still cool for what it was. But J-Lo, we want to see you dance, mama. We want to see you dance. we want to see you dance. But the performance was cool. The song is alright. I didn't watch Camila Cabello's performance of Consequences, but like I've said before, Camila Cabello's team, fuck y'all for not pushing She Loves Control. I'm sorry. Consequences is a cool little ballad, and I know we're going into the fall now, but y'all missed y'all chance to really have She Loves Control be a big hit this summer. Y'all messed out. Maybe summer 19 they'll push it if they still want to continue to push her album, but Consequences is cool, but I didn't check out the performance because I'm not here for the song. And now to, I think in my opinion, to the performance of the night, or yeah, I'd say performance of the night or second best. It's between her and Cardi B. Ciara and Missy Elliott with the performance of Level Up, and then she put a little bit of Dose up in there. Speaking of, I love that song Dose. I talked about it in my last drop episode, and I just watched the new video for like a pep rally video version of the song, and I loved it. It was good energy, good choreography, dope. I just love Atlanta. I love the whole video. It was just a good vibe. So go check out that if you haven't seen it already. But Ciara came through and murdered the AMAs, man. In her all white, looking like milk. Her dance was killing it. The stage design was dope. She brought her energy. As usual, vocals were not the strong point, but that's okay. This is Ciara we're talking about. But god damn, the energy and the charisma, the performance was just all there. Ciara, it was all there. Mama, you killed it. Thank you for showing everybody like the fact that you really like never lost a step since you came on the scene, and for showing everybody the value that you give to the industry. I feel like a lot of people just continue to like write off Ciara. I don't know why. Yeah, she's not the best vocalist, but that girl will give you a performance. She will give you choreography. She'll give you energy. She'll give you a cool song, and you'll be grooving and vibing when she performs it for you. So Ciara, shout out to you. Missy Elliott, I love seeing you come out and do your thing. It was appreciated. Y'all motherfuckers need to stop sleeping on Ciara, man. I don't know if she's gonna put out an EP or album. I don't know what's coming up for Ciara, but I'm looking forward to whatever she's gonna do, because music so far has been on point. Level Up was cool. Freak Freak Me is a bop. Dose is a whole bop in my opinion. So go check out her songs and stop sleeping on Sierra. Sierra, you killed it. Congratulations. I did not watch Cardi B's performance. I don't have nothing against it, but I didn't see it. Panic at the Disco's performance of Bohemian Rhapsody, I did see it. It was cool. Shout out to, I think Brandon Urie. He's the lead singer of Panic at the Disco. I like their album. And he really did a good job performing Bohemian Rhapsody. Vocal techniques up and down, so he did his thing. I think he held up pretty well. It was a cool performance. And then to end out the show, they had the Aretha Franklin tribute that was just simply like amazing. Especially, I want to say, especially Gladys Knight, Let It See, and CeCe Winans. Donnie McClurkin wasn't really needed in my opinion. And Mary Mary, they were cool. I love Mary Mary. They did their thing, but they didn't bring the house down. But Gladys Knight opened up the tribute in a dope way, singing Amazing Grace. And then Let It See performed, I forgot what she performed, but she performed the song, killed it. And then we had Mary Mary, then Donnie McClurkin, and then CeCe Winans ended it out on a high note. When I tell you, I'm surprised at how black this year's American Music Awards were. Like, to be honest, like, I'm surprised by how black they really were. Like, the AMAs were low-key black as fuck. The best parts of the show were like black and like minority people. Cardi B, Sierra, Missy Elliott, Aretha Franklin tribute. Like, that's the truth. That's the truth. Because the AMA is usually like a really white-ass show, but shout out to all the people for the Aretha Franklin tribute. It was dope. I think it was an amazing send-off for Aretha in the AMA way. And it was a great way to end off the show on a high note. In terms of the winners, I'm not gonna talk about all the categories because really the AMAs, the categories are trash and they really need to do a better job of just like organizing, because there's no reason why. I mean, the Migos, I guess, are pop in terms of the fact that they're popular, but they don't make pop music, so I don't know why they won best like favorite duo group pop rock. XXXTentacion won best R&B album, like best R&B soul album. Like I know his album is like more melodic than like a regular hip hop album, but like he's still a hip hop artist. So that was a fucked up way of, I think, kind of giving XXXTentacion an award just because he passed away, instead of actually giving the award to the right artist. I feel like that should have went to SZA or Khalid. But whatever. And then what I really want to talk about, I think more than anything, is I just want to talk about Artist of the Year. Went to Taylor Swift. And even though the AMAs are fan voted, I just still think that was a very trash thing for the AMAs or the fans of Taylor Swift to do. Taylor Swift has had a good year, but the fact is that I'm surprised Cardi B wasn't even on this list, but Drake was. And if anything, Drake should have won this award hands down. Not because I fuck with Drake in any type of heavy way, but Drake has been the artist of 2018. Number ones back to back. He's really had the most number ones this year. He's had the longest running number one album this year. Like, Drake was the artist of 2018. He is the artist of 2018. So the fact that he didn't win this award, I think, was an insult to him and his team and to his label, and just to like the music industry in general. Like, that's fucked up. So I know this is fan voted, but I call bullshit. I'm not gonna go through the rest of the categories, but that was pretty much my thoughts on the AMAs. If I missed anything that you want me to talk about, if there's anything else that you were interested in my thoughts on, just put them down below and I'll talk with you in the comments. Alright, y'all, so the 2018 BET Hip Hop Awards recently went down, I think like last week. I didn't catch the whole show, but I did catch a lot of the performances and stuff like that, and some awards being given out. I have to say, I feel like the award show in general, it seemed like it was kind of dry, but there were some cool performances. The ciphers, I actually have to admit, I'm sorry, I've not really watched a lot of the ciphers, but also I guess I don't feel that bad because I've heard that the ciphers were pretty much trash this year. Not trash, but I heard that they really weren't that great and nothing really stood out, which I'm kind of disappointed by, because I feel like the BET Hip Hop Awards is like the one time of the year and they won an award show where people throughout the world should be able to see what a cipher looks like, and it should be on point. So me hearing that the ciphers are kind of dry this year, this makes me really sad and really disappointed. So I want BET to kind of do a better job of not only picking the right artists to do ciphers, but also I want artists in general to do a better job. When you are picked to do a cipher for the BET Hip Hop Awards, bring your A game, bring everything you got, and like come with it. And like, I want there to be more standout moments. I feel like I didn't really hear any standout moments from the ciphers, so I'm not really gonna talk about them. But in terms of the performances, we had Cardi B and Partisan. We had Cardi B perform Get Up 10 first at the Live nightclub, which I thought was dope. I just feel like I said before, her stage presence is just coming along, and she just knows how to kill a stage. You know, in terms of her flow, in terms of her MC skills, that's a different conversation, and she definitely has room for growth with that. But in terms of the performance, on point, she killed it. Partisan Fontaine did his thing in the back, and then she performed backing it up with Partisan Fontaine, and they killed it. So I thought that was a cool performance. Definitely a favorite for me in terms of what I saw throughout the night. Gucci Mane and Lil Pump performed their song. What is it called again? Hold on. They got a new song. I forgot what it's called. What's it called? I forgot what it's called, but Lil Pump performed Gucci Gang, and then he performed his new song with Gucci Mane. That performance was cool. Ain't nothing to say about it. It was cool. Lil Pump is actually I feel like he's actually kind of coming up to being a better performer now, somewhat, but he's still dry, but you know, he's coming up, he's getting better. YG and A$AP Rocky performed their song Handgun. I told y'all I think I talked about my drop episode like 8, I think, when I was talking about YG's album. I don't really like the song Handgun. I think it's kind of stupid, but it also kind of rocks at the same time. It's weird, I don't know, but their performance was cool for what it was. YG had a whole like chain gang set. It was cool for what it was. T.I. performed his new singles Wraith with Yo Gotti and Jeffe. Meek Mill was not there to perform with Jeffe, but T.I. did his thing. I think his sets were dry and his performances were kind of dry, but on the bright side, I love T.I.'s new singles. Wraith is a jam, and Jeffe is a jam as well. Those songs are hits to me. I feel like they're not really gonna become big hits because everyone's kind of like off T.I. right now, but like, man, yeah, those songs by T.I. are dope, so definitely go check them out. Lil Baby and Gunna also performed their song Drip Too Hard, which is, I love that song. It's a total vibe. They did a good job. I'm not mad at what they did. Shout out to Lil Baby and Gunna, good performance. XXXTentacion, his mom accepted the award for Best New Artist. I saw that clip. That was cool to see. Deserved. I'm glad he got it. Great send off. Rest in peace, XXX. And then lastly, in terms of big moments, Lil Wayne obviously accepted the I Am Hip Hop Award for this year, which was so deserving. I'm glad they gave it to him. It's perfect timing with the Carter 5 coming out. Or go check out my reaction for the album if you've not checked it out already. I'll probably put the card up right here. I loved his speech about just kind of hit like his struggles in the game in past years, but how like people have not really left his side, and how people have, like, his fans and people in his life have stayed consistent in his life. So I just love that. His speech was really dope. And I forgot the word he used, but he was using like one word to like talk about his life recently, and it was dope. So shout out to Lil Wayne. You definitely deserve it, my dude. Shout out to you. In terms of the awards of the night, I think the BET Hip Hop Award winners were pretty on point this year. Best Hip Hop Video went to This Is America, Childish Gambino, of course. Best Collab Duo Group went to the Carters for Ape Shit, on point. I'm glad they won it. Hot Ticket Performer went to Drake, not surprised, that's cool. Lyricist of the Year went to Kendrick Lamar. I'm glad he got it, he deserves that. Video Director of the Year went to Karina Evans. I think she's a new director on the scene. I think she directed a lot of Drake's videos, so shout out to her. DJ of the Year, DJ Khaled. Shout out to DJ Khaled, whatever. I'm not surprised by that. Producer of the Year went to Pharrell. Shout out to Pharrell. I was surprised by that pick, but I guess I'm not surprised because Pharrell's low-key been producing a lot of hits this year. MVP of the Year, Cardi B, of course. No surprise there. Single of the Year went to Ape Shit, which I'm actually glad it went to Ape Shit over like God's Planet, I Like It, and This Is America. So shout out to Ape Shit. I love Ape Shit, so I'm glad it won. Album of the Year went to the Carters for Everything Is Love. Awesome. Best of Hip Hop Artist went to XXX, like I said before. Hustle of the Year went to Cardi B, on point. Because Cardi B's been hustling all 2018. Major Look Award, the Style Award went to Cardi B. That's on point too. Best Mixtape, I'm indifferent to this award, but it went to Black Boy JB for his Simi mixtape. Whatever. I thought Future was gonna get that for his Beast Mode mixtape, but whatever. Sweet 16 went to Cardi B's verse on Motorsport. I'm glad she got it. Indu, if you ever see this, shout out to you, Indu. Ride the dick like a BMX. Yo, Cardi B's verse on Motorsport still goes in. What you mean? It still goes in. That verse was on point. And then lastly, the impact track went to Childish Gambino for This Is America, so I'm glad that won. Yeah, overall, y'all, the BET Hip Hop Awards, the winners were on point. Some cool performances, but overall, I think the show is just kind of dry. So I'm looking forward to hopefully that being produced better in future years. But let me know what y'all thought about the awards. If y'all watching, let me know what y'all thought about the winners and all that down below.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no, no, no. Relax just a little bit. You don't gotta worry, you can just have fun.